Hello and welcome to something new from us, Curve Games. My name is Colm, I'm one of the community managers here, and it is my great pleasure to introduce to you Golf Gang. So we at Curve Games have partnered up with independent developer Lazy Monday Games to bring to you Golf Gang, which if you don't know of or you've never seen before, is the fastest game of minigolf you're ever going to play. But we're going to be showing off some gameplay, so you'll get to see all of that in just a moment. But I couldn't do this alone, I had to bring on a couple of friends. So first of all, my Curve stablemate, I wanted to introduce James. And joining myself and James from Lazy Monday Games, we have the developers themselves, Mitch and Andrew. You know what, I could stay here yapping all day long, but I know you want to see some Golf Gang. You want to know about Lazy Monday Games, you want to know who they are, how did the idea of Golf Gang come about. So let's just kick on and play some Golf Gang. Golf Gang, Curve Games x Lazy Monday Games, joining forces to bring you, the viewer of the Steam broadcast, what may be your first taste of Golf Gang. But if it is, you'll find out as we go along what exactly Golf Gang is and who Lazy Monday Games are. But I suppose a brief introduction, please. Mitch, tell the people at home who you are.
So I'm Mitch. I'm the programmer and the person whose fault it is that you're seeing this broadcast. But I'm very excited to be here and with Curve Games and getting to show you guys a bit of Golf Gang.
And Andrew, again, you know, I've given them a clue by telling them your name, but tell us more things about who Andrew is.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm Andrew. I did most of the art and a lot of the design parts of Golf Gang. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I mean, we're a couple of brothers. Like, we've been playing games for ages together, and now we're sort of at a point where we're trying to make a run of it, full-on career move. So yeah, Golf Gang's the first big game we're doing.
And Curve swooped in to lift us up.
Yeah, collaborate with us on this.
Well, while we kind of find out more about Golf Gang and Lazy Monday, let's jump into the first course in the game, Sunny Suburbs. Now, in the multiplayer of Golf Gang, there are a couple of options here. We could play front 9, back 9, random 18, or just the full 18. I think we go for the full 18. You can turn on or off collision. I know my Curve stablemate, James, loves the collision. He gets very cross. And yes, you can set your maximum shots and hole time for each hole as well. We'll leave those. In terms of modifiers then, you have a couple, 15 in total, 14 in total. Now, I think it's probably best, again, if this is somebody's first look at Golf Gang, maybe we just go in with the standard
vanilla
course right now, and then we see we can talk through the modifiers and all that as we go along. But let's hit start and give people a lovely view of Sunny Suburbs and the first course and some of our lovely golf balls.
I forgot to customize my golf ball.
We have 2 stock golf balls and 2 with some cosmetics on.
So tell the people at home, I suppose, what exactly Golf Gang is while we go through this first hole.
Yeah, it's a good question. I mean, I think it's kind of born from my frustration with other mini golf games. I was constantly getting beaten by my friends, and so I thought if I make my own one, I can rig it so that I win. And so sadly enough, I'm still worse. But kind of in that process, we decided, like, you know, if you take the mini golf formula that exists and try to really speed everything up, you know, turn everything up to the kind of maximum pace you can, then you end up with something pretty interesting, we think. It's this much more kind of racing version of things.
The very first thing Mitch made was...
Okay. It is hard
Mitch
to
made
talk
was-
and play at the same time.
It is. It
Yeah.
is. Screeching. Mitch made just like a physics space with the ball that you could control, and when you held down left click, it would go into bullet time, and you could sort of shoot from anywhere. There was no cooldown back then. Like you didn't have to wait at all to take your next shot. And I think that was one of the early things that we tried running with and realized that there wasn't a lot of skill required if you just could take shots as often as you liked.
There was something fun in it though. Like you got the sense that ignoring waiting to take your next shot, that was the sort of part out of that version of the game that we went, oh, that's the fun bit. Let's just sort of run with that, make everything fast, and make the whole thing about racing.
Yeah,
which is how we kind of ended up. We got.
If the viewer hasn't noticed by now, yeah, exactly. You can. That's the one of the allures of Golf Gang is its speed and how you can hit the ball while it's moving. We call it the fastest game of mini golf you're ever likely to play because and maybe
James
the
is
most
just screaming in the
sometimes.
background.
Oh, how did you still finish before me? That was completely shoddy. But yeah, that was the idea behind it, lads. Was it just trying to keep it in constant motion?
Pretty
Shoot while
much,
moving.
yeah. I think there was very much this sense that like we'd found something that was fun there, even if it wasn't really golf anymore. And so golf exists purely as this sort of wrapper around what is like an action race.
It's not much of a golf game, really.
We borrow from the scores a little bit, like fewest shots helps you win, but getting there fastest makes a big difference too.
There is also still that possibility of the crazy shot that you land it in the hole and from a great distance and great height, presumably after you've been blown up by somebody else.
Well, I suppose that kind of brings us nicely. You talk about golf being a wrapper and being blown up. As I mentioned, there are modifiers as well in the game, which change how it's played even more.
Mm-hmm.
Can you talk the people at home through some of the modifiers that they can play with?
I think the most popular one is was it growth spurt? I always call it the wrong thing.
It's like overgrowth or growth spurt. It's something to do with growing.
Yeah. So every time you take a shot, the ball gets bigger. Which, I mean, maybe we can show it if we finish this course in time.
Ready?
Set. That's a fun one.
I mean, like broadly speaking, they sort of just exist as a way to totally mix up the play style of the game. We got things like bullet time, so anytime you're aiming the ball, you get slow motion on your screen, so you can kind of line it up perfectly. We got hot potato that'll spawn a bomb on the start of a ball at the start of each hole. That gets interesting quickly. You're kind of your standard fare, like bouncy collisions. You've got an energized mode. There's a driving version of the game. Not driving as in golf. If you're looking for a golf game that has drivers as in the clubs, this game's not for you. But if you're into sort of more NASCAR style golf, then it'll work probably.
NASCAR style golf, yeah.
I mean, I've definitely seen with the playtest we did in December, Vroom, which is where the modifier where you sort of turn into a car almost. It did prove very popular, as well as the growth spurt.
Yeah, that's the most popular one, isn't it?
I don't know what it says about the game itself, but people are just like turn the ball into cars.
Yeah,
and that's what they play with the most of the time. But all we care about is that it's fun, and I think having the variety really helps as well. It keeps it fresh for us. Because obviously we've played a heck of a lot of Golf Gang, but having just a weird combination of modifiers makes it really interesting. The kind of metagaming and the strategy gets really interesting at that point as well, if you're competitively playing versus your friends.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it does get... We've had, internally at Curve, we've had a couple of sessions ourselves, and the language has definitely gotten a bit salty. Few HR violations in there, perhaps. But we try to keep it relatively friendly. James has an awful potty mouth on him.
He's managing to keep it under control here.
Yeah, well, he's aware this is being streamed, so we're keeping it PG-13, right?
But if I should say as well, if you are watching this and you like the look of Golf Gang, you can play it now. Play an early build of the game, as we are running a playtest for 2 weeks, starting on the 24th of January, finishing on the 7th. And the way to get a code is by joining the Golf Gang Discord. And in there, all you'll have to do is click on an emoji on a message. You'll see it. There'll be signposts everywhere. And you will get a code to play an early build of Golf Gang. Yeah, I mean...
What a great deal.
Yes, indeed. Oh, no! Oh, God. That was horrendous.
And if you're frustrated watching Colin play here, it's probably a good chance to get a code yourself and do better.
Yes, indeed. Having an absolute mare here.
James has taken third place from you there. It's very difficult to talk and play at the same time, though. It's a challenge.
I find it easier with this Golf Gang compared to other games, to be honest. Like it's a pretty good party game.
Yeah, it's a good one for just kind of throwing on in the background and chatting with your mates. I mean, there is definitely as you mentioned before, Colin, a lot of swearing as a result quite often. But that is part of the fun, generally speaking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the people at home can even see it there. It is about getting to the hole as quick as possible. But there is still that golf element of in as few shots as possible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very much so.
Strokes and time are weighted equally.
It's split 50-50 between the two. And all that matters is that, you finish either in the fewest shots or you finish first. Those are the things that give you the most points. And it's not like, if you take 15 shots on one round, you'll instantly end up in the back. The score keeps things a little more even, although maybe not when you're playing versus us.
No, definitely. I mean, it's quite difficult. I wasn't expecting much playing the developers of the game today, to be fair, though. As long as I beat James, I'd be happy. I mean,
you would think that we would be better than we are, but some of our friends are genuinely just a lot better at this game than we are already, which I guess is arguably a sign of success, or maybe just a very depressing failure if it was the original reason for me saying I'm going to make my own golf game and I'll win this one. And I still just lose pretty much every time. But I can just cheat if I want to, so there's a nice little benefit there.
I mean, I'm not skilled enough to do it, but I have noticed kind of shortcuts on some of the holes. Like there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There's a few built in, and there's a few players discovered on their own.
Oh.
Yeah, people are coming up with some really cheeky skips on the Discord server. People have been sharing them. The single player time trials mode lets you save all of your results on a leaderboard. And yeah, people are coming up with some pretty crazy stuff. We've had some fun with that. This is a good example of how to finish quickly here.
You're having a hard time with the spinners.
Oh dear. But yeah, there are, I suppose, in the Golf Gang mode, strokes and time are equally weighted, but then in something like the time trials mode, it's just purely about getting to the hole as quick as possible. Is that right?
Yeah. So on release, we'll have, in addition to Golf Gang mode, which is kind of the flagship, the way that the game is tuned to play. If you prefer, you can play just for speed, or you can play just for shots in classic mode. So yeah, we're trying to just give you as many options as possible to kind of mix things up and adjust it to your own preference in the way that you play. And obviously the modifiers play into that as well.
And of course, as we mentioned off the top, there are 2 custom balls in here as well. So that is something that people will be able to do. They'll be able to personalize their golf balls.
Oh, I got the skip as well. And columns in the water.
God. Take a lot of pleasure in that, Mitch. But yes, people will be able to make their own custom balls and custom courses as well.
Yeah,
via
that's
the
another
workshop.
Thing. We're very excited to see what people kind of create for those things, particularly because, you know, we enjoy playing the courses we made, but what I think my sort of marker for when this game is a success will be when I can play a course that someone else has made, so I don't know how the whole thing plays before I actually even compete in it.
Ready?
No, I suppose we should say in the current playtest we're running, you like those workshop capabilities won't be there. That's all in the final game.
Yeah, that's true.
But in the playtest build, you will be able to play. I believe is it 5 courses?
I mean, I think we haven't set a specific number, but we'll be looking at about 5. The game is going to release with 8. But we're always kind of rejigging them and adjusting them. Oh, nice try there, Andrew. We'll have at least 5 in there for you guys. And yeah, possibly we'll get another one in there at some point during the test too. Oh, you've given up on the skip.
I was trying to do the skip, but it's a really hard one.
There we go. Fastest run of golf.
Damn you, James.
Even.
Oh, Colin gets third
I
on
finished.
my screen.
Why did I finish above James there?
The game just prefers your style.
I'll take it. I'm happy enough with that. I think we do have time. Let's show the people at home some of the modifiers. What would you suggest as a little taster? Because you can effectively play with. Is it right? You can play with as many modifiers as you like, or is there a limit on?
So at the moment there's a limit of 4, but there's also a modifier called Amoeba that will let you add up to an additional 4 more each hole. So you could play with 8 hypothetically, but it gets too complicated quite quickly, I think.
Well, let's try. We'll give people at home a little look at winter golf.
Yeah.
And yeah, in terms of modifiers, do you think growth spurt is the one to show?
Growth spurt is always a favorite, yeah. Okay. And we could get one more in there as well. What are we thinking, Andrew? Like rubberize maybe, or
let's just go for, I think, the complexity. Actually, maybe explosive collisions.
Yeah, good explosive collisions on. That's a nice simple one.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's explosive collisions and growth spurt, and this is winter golf. Let's try. Let's see how we get on.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, balls will explode when we collide with each other, and we are going to get bigger. Is it with every?
It's
shot?
Each shot you'll get a little bit bigger, so you have to kind of ration your shots out a little more than usual. Be careful about being too large to finish.
There's an explosion already.
Yeah, that's quite a few explosions. Too big to fail is definitely. Oh my god, it's not the case in this game.
Oh my god.
Oh no!
Stay away from me.
Oh no.
Oh,
close.
Wall. Oh dear.
A clean finish.
Oh my god, I'm ginormous now. still able to fit in the one.
Still able, yeah. If you're determined.
What out of interest? What's Do you have a favorite modifier yourselves?
I think explosive collisions is probably mine. It's just it always involves the most shouting. Oh my god. I might reassess that this particular game because I keep getting sent back to the start.
I think I like bouncy. I think it changes the game quite a lot.
Yeah.
You're able to make new skips in places you didn't dream of possible.
No, Colin. Oh my god. You're welcome. I'm actually going to be last place.
Noob.
Do you find, do either of you take more of a preference, like when it comes to just general play, say golf gang mode? Are you more concerned about time, or are you trying to conserve your shots? What do you think? What kind of players are you?
I think I lean towards time. As much as I'd like to be the kind of the relaxed, calculating player that's like, okay, everybody is going to fight to get first place, but just use fewer shots and then along that dimension. I'm definitely racing first. I can't deal with it when people get ahead of me, and that is usually why I end up falling in so often.
Golf gang is about balance.
Yeah, it's a very zen game.
You have to master both sides of the force. Yeah.
It's not zen when you're getting bullied by everyone. Everyone's balls are like 4 times the size as mine.
You just take more shots.
Oh my god.
I kept getting blasted out of the map.
Yeah, I got blasted a bit there.
Golf Gang's a game about getting blasted. Oh, here we go. Oh my god.
Get out of my way.
There's not enough space for us to both fit through there.
Oh,
I'm dead anyway.
Oh, I ended up back down here.
Suffer. That's what you get for bullying me.
It brings out a dark streak in James. Just suffer.
Suffer. I'm stuck at the start. Oh my god.
Oh dear.
So if you want to struggle. Oh, sorry, Colin.
I was just going to say, if you want to fall out with lifelong friends, family members, head to the Golf Gang Discord and get a code for our playtest, which is running from the 24th of January to the 7th of February.
Yeah, so for those 2 weeks, you can fall out with your friends and family for free as well.
Yeah.
No charge.
That was a really evil laugh. That was.
Because I'm number one, baby! Yeah!
Pure mirth at watching somebody else struggle.
He's a lot chattier when he's in the lead, isn't he?
Oh.
No!
Oh, I got him there. I think we have to take first place off of him. Out of fear for what he'll turn into. Oh, I didn't even have to do anything there. I just got carried to the end.
Wait.
I just block you from going in there.
And what about courses then? What of the 5 courses that anyone who has jumped into a playtest has played already? Is there anything that you prefer over the others? Do you like the kind of more challenging courses?
I actually like the easier ones, to be honest. I like the ice.
Yeah, the ice is a really fun mechanic. Like,
it's pretty
this is
polarizing,
one of the simpler
actually.
courses, but
some people hate it.
Yeah, it's a double-edged sword. Like, it gets you where you want to go fast, but sometimes the wrong way very fast, which is a problem. I like most of them. I think the new beach course, Sandy Shores, is really fun. We've got gliders in that one. And I like the harder ones as well, just so long as I'm not competing with people, because that gets just too stressful.
It can, even though... I've noticed that.
This.
Oh.
Oh my god, yes! Yes, no!
Well,
Oh, wait, where's the map?
I mean,
I-
sometimes you can use that to your advantage.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Oh,
Oh no! But yeah, I've even noticed that it can feel like two different games in multiplayer versus single player. Especially if you are, I don't know, focusing more on strokes or even just getting around and not having to deal with somebody smashing into you and causing a huge explosion.
it's very much a game that is the style of play is determined by the friendship group playing it. So you get some people on that are they're playing for the victory, and that can get, as I think James has mentioned, the bullying can get quite significant quite quickly. But you can also all just hang out, talk about your days, just catch up a little bit while playing some relaxed big balls rubberized golf.
Yeah,
Whatever suits your fancy.
It doesn't need to be swear-filled and aggressive all the time.
Most of the time, but not all the time. Yeah. Just gonna let this one slide in.
When for the people watching at home, when did the idea of Golf Gang actually come about? What I know you sort of said like why you wanted to start making it, but how long has it been in development? How long have you been? All right, Jay.
I guess. Yeah, I mean, if James is okay, I'm a little bit worried about the state of his health at the moment. But I think around the end of my final year of university, my friends and I were playing a lot of sort of casual games while we were supposed to be studying, and mini golf. The various mini golf games around. They were often featured, and so it was a twinkle in my eye at that point. But once I graduated, me and Andrew had agreed that we were going to try and make a run of doing games for our jobs. So we were playing around with a bunch of prototypes. And I think we got the Golf Gang prototype to the point where people could connect to the session and play. And the kind of the shouting match that ensued and the fact that people wanted to queue up for another round, I think that's what then sort of cemented it. So it's been in development for approximately 2 years at this point, I would say. But it's honestly kind of a blur, especially with working from home and everything. It becomes this very enjoyable but quite disorienting blend of golf and racing the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can. I mean, I suppose the last 2 years is a blur for most people because of a variety of one main reason, really.
Yeah,
one.
But I'm glad that you two put your effort together and created Golf Gang, because it is a smashing golf game, but not when you go into the water. Damn it.
Oh, thank you. I think that's going to carry me right over here. Perfect.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's important that, while the scientists at Pfizer and Moderna and everything have been working hard on science, we've been, fine-tuning the art of exploding golf balls.
Took my headset off for 1 minute, come back to that. If I get blown off into the water again, I'm going to be so angry.
It's intentional. So.
Yeah, get in the drink. No.
It is. There's a lot of value in just getting out ahead of the pack. Although Andrew, that was a dirty skip you just used there.
No.
Oh, see ya.
Unbelievable.
But yeah, getting away from the pack when explosive collisions is on, it's just too dangerous to be near Colin and James. Gotta slide past.
To be in amongst the riffraff.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
There you go.
Thanks. And
Used to be a pro gamer once.
Once. It was a long time ago, James.
I definitely was a pro at, Crazy Golf
Mhm.
when I was about 7,
Yeah.
I think. That's when I won my first championship. Oh, no! I'm all the way at the back! At the start! What?
Oh, Colin.
Oh, nice.
Oh, you're still in.
I'll take it.
Oh my God. Get out of.
No!
Yeah, I think just a disclaimer for anyone watching. Oh my God, real life mini golf skills only partly transfer over into this. But it does mean if you're like me and you're really bad at actual golf, then there is an option for you here where you can play this game, which is called Golf Gang, but has not that much to do with actual golf. It's a lot more to do with racing.
Used to be a pro gamer at Mario Kart 64.
Ready?
Really?
Set. Go.
Yep.
What does that entail?
Ooh. Don't ask questions.
Allow him to concentrate.
No,
Oh, no.
Oh God, this game hates me.
But was there any discussion on who would do what, or was it because I know you said Andrew, you're predominantly art.
I mean,
Mitch,
there's really
programming.
only like the things that each of us can do. Like I can't do the coding, so Mitch has to do that. And he can't really do the art.
As much
so
as I've told him
to do that.
I've told him he's got to do some of the coding. He's stuck with what he knows, and I think if we had a big team, then there'd be more sort of discussions. But it is pretty much just split down the middle. Like Andrew is good at art and the 3D stuff, and he's got a better eye for the course design and the gameplay design. And as he mentioned, I mean, I studied programming at university, so it sort of makes sense that we'd pick me as the programmer. But maybe we'll switch that up for another game sometime in the future.
A game where I do the programming and you do the art.
Well, I have thought about that. It would be fun, maybe for like a jam at some point, because I would like to try my hand at the art.
Yeah.
Maybe not for Golf Gang though. Let's stick to what we're actually semi-competent at.
Oh, what?
James.
No, what?
Oh my God.
Getting pretty huge over here. I don't know if I can make it through. Damn it.
Oh, I saved it.
How big is there a cap on how big the balls can actually get?
However big you can
is,
get
yeah,
off of like
whatever the
20
shot
strokes.
count is,
Oh,
because
no!
you could change the shot count to 100 as well, so you could
Oh,
end
that
up
didn't.
truly moon-sized.
Wow.
But I suppose at a certain point you can't make it through the course.
Yeah.
Not that it's that easy to make it through the course, even when you're only about double the size of normal. So I think getting much larger becomes very bad very quickly.
Please tell me I'm not the only one.
You are the only one.
You're alone on the
I'm
course.
sorry. I know you were banking on me being behind you, but I'm not.
If I keep
Not
blowing
this time.
myself off you, that's why. I hit one of yous and then I hit another and then I fly off into the water again. I'm being bullied.
Oh, James you've still got third place, man. Just hang on to that.
Ready?
I gotta try and take first off of Andrew.
Wow. Getting
This
a bit of
is
an assist
why teams mode would be really fun. I mean, that's something people have spoken about, and I think we are going to try and get it into the full game, because we could split into two sort of fair pairings here.
Ah. Right. Yeah, I get you.
Each of us gets to chaperone one of you.
Yeah, dibs on Colin. You can have James.
Is that because
Okay,
am I
thank
the
you.
more challenging one? Well, James is the more challenging, kind of just personally.
As a person, he's significantly
having a
more
hard
challenging
time
to
over
deal
there.
with. Oh, you've got the skip here, Colin. Oh, you can just like turn right on that corner and go straight into the goal.
Ah.
Got to be going fast enough though.
Get air off the slope.
Yeah.
How many hours would you say you've actually played of Golf Gang so far?
Oh,
Terrifying
actually played.
prospect.
I mean, my Steam account says I've played about 6,000 hours, but I know that's not actually the case. It's just because I've left it running. I
Mhm.
think I actually played it a few hundred for sure. I don't really want to think about what the actual number is. It's a bit frightening.
Oh no.
There's a good chunk of replayability. I'm looking forward to many years of dedicated golf ganging.
Okay.
Oh yeah, most. I mean, the replayability is ludicrous as you try and better your scores, try and beat your pals.
Yeah, we'll have more
as I said, with
courses and more modifiers and stuff too as well.
And with the workshop when the game launches, the replayability should be ludicrous. Oh my god, that was unreal! Thanks for that, James.
Oh, and James is right in the water as well. I mean, the replayability might be harmed by the amount of bullying that James seems to be receiving here. But for you, it's still good, Colin. Oh my god.
Oh no.
I'll take that.
Oh, come off it. I'm going the wrong way. No.
Oh.
Right way. No, get out of my way.
Oh no. Oh my god. I thought I was going to snooker you there. That would have been such a nice way to end that one.
Last hole. There's
Invite
not
your
much in
friends
it. You
to
could potentially.
groan and yell as you play golf gang this Lunar New Year.
Oh, come off it.
It's latency. It's lag.
Oh
No.
yeah.
All the way at the beginning.
I'll get Colin for you, James. Don't worry.
Please knock him. Take him out.
Let's rig this, Andrew. I got him.
Hey!
Oh,
What?
oh, sorry, James. Right, okay. I'm gonna hold the line.
You're playing defense.
You're in front.
Who do I let through? Who do I let through?
Let James through.
Oh my
let-
god.
Let James through.
Oh, never
Oh,
mind.
come on.
Okay.
What's this?
Get out of. No. No, you're not allowed fast.
Oh!
James.
When golf gang turns nasty. Oh my god. Oh no.
Oh god. Oh, there you go. I boosted you over. One more shot, James.
I'm coming for you, Colin. Come on.
Oh no.
Oh,
no, I
Oh,
missed
you
Oh,
beauty.
Colin's in as well. Oh god. We tried, James.
Oh, did.
Sorry.
Why, James?
Oh god. Poor James.
Oh no, you still have a stroke. You have to use it.
Yeah.
He's just giving
back
up.
Quick, you have.
Oh no.
Oh. D.
I think that summarizes the game, to be honest.
Yes.
It's me
Champion.
griefing Colin.
This shot, I think, most accurately summarizes Golf Gang, actually.
I do love that. Yeah, it maintains the size you were when you finished the hole.
It's an important record.
Yes. But yeah, that's a little brief look at Golf Gang. 2 of the courses, a few of the modifiers available. As I've mentioned a few times, it is we are currently running a playtest for the game from the 24th of January to the 7th of February. All you have to do to get a code to get into the playtest is to join the Discord and follow the instructions there. It'll be very simple, and you'll be playing what is soon to be your new favorite game of 2022. So yeah, thank you very much, Mitch and Andrew, for coming and playing some golf, and thanks, James, as well, I suppose.
Pleasure. He's just shaking his head.
Next time it's
Next time.
training.
Before we go, is there anything either of you lads would like to tell the people at home about Golf Gang or about the playtest we're running?
Yeah, I mean, just if you like the look of it, pop up on Discord, and I'm always gonna listen to people's thoughts. Like I've changed a lot of stuff about the game already from the feedback I've gotten on there, and people have been dead nice about it. So please, look after our feelings a little bit, but be honest as well. It's been super helpful. And yeah, if you pick it up, please just enjoy. Have fun with it, shout, and pick someone like James and hit them over and over into the water until they hate you.
That's great.
So go join the Discord, jump in the playtest if you like it. Wishlist Golf Gang on Steam. Wishlisting is very important and very helpful, so please do that as well. And yeah, until next time, happy golfing. It's not a tagline, but
Happy golfing.
just have fun golfing.
Happy
Bye
golf
bye.
gang.
Happy golf gang.